This is without food, water, or fuel. 2210, if you can see that. There we go. 2210. Okay. I got rid of the Osprey XO58. It just was not comfortable on me. Nice pack, but just did not work with me. So I went back. This is my summer pack. I'm going back to the Z-Pack Arc Haul. I had this pack about 5 years ago. It was a nice pack then. It lasted one season, and then the external frame kept popping out. You had to really be careful taking the pack off of you that you didn't twist it, because these here were not stable. They've kind of gone over this pack, and they've changed a few things out, made it better. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to give this pack another try. This is the updated version from years ago. I really like this pack. I even added the shoulder pad straps here to give me more comfort on my shoulders, because this pack is designed to not take the load here, but take the load this way. So this pack is pulling from the front of you, so that's why I added more padding in through here. This pack on this particular trip, the long trail, which every trip I'm preparing for the next trip, and we have an ultimate trip possibly next year, and this is what I'm working towards. Although this is not new to me, I've been backpacking now for 6 years, but this is what I have my gear down to, and I'm going to open this up and show you what I'm at this point in my life on my through hikes, what I have been taking. So I'll just give you an idea. Like here, instead of Crocs, which come in at about 13 or 14 ounces around camp, I'm going to go with the flip-flops now around camp. Now these are dual flip-flops for use. I take my showers on trail. I do very, very few zeros, if any. I have my shower kit. I'll show you that earlier. But instead of standing in mud taking a shower off trail, that's why I have the flip-flops. You can use these also to cross minor streams. If you do go into a hostel to take a shower, I don't want to be standing in a shower that, other people have been using, just to keep I don't want to be catching any fungus or anything. So you should always have Crocs or sandals just for that. These come in at 5 ounces. I got them at Walmart. They're throwaway sandals. If they break, just get another pair on the road. So that's what these are for. Very light, but they'll work. You can even, if you got to go in and resupply and you want to air out your feet, these will work. You can go into stores with flip-flops on. This is my pea jar. Yes, when you get older, even some of the young guys now have figured out, and women have figured out, there's no need to leave your tent when it's rainy, cold. I'm a hammock person, so I just lay in my hammock. I roll over to my side and do my thing. I don't leave the hammock. Nope. I'm nice and warm in there in the morning, at night, and in the morning, I stay nice and warm. I don't venture out. Nope. So that's, just a peanut buttered peanut jar. That's all you need. Toiletry bag stays on the outside for quick access. This is my poncho. Especially this time of year, I'm looking at doing the trail July, which is next week. And rain suit, it's just, if you're going to wear a rain suit, you might as well just leave it home, because you're going to get just as wet underneath the rain suit from your perspiration. So anyway, I have a poncho which I used on the Foothills Trail last month. It worked great. We were in torrential rain, or heavy rain, not torrential, but heavy rain. And I stayed dry, but I was cool. and that's the main point. Now underneath, I still have my, this time of year I have my Froggy Rain coat, because that acts as a hard windbreaker. I have my down puffy inside for at camp, but I want to, you need a windbreaker occasionally when you get to some of these summits, if the wind's blowing and a cold front comes through. So I have that, and that down there comes in at about, I think that jacket's like 5 ounces also. But it's enough, it'll work. In the winter, I have my LL Bean. It's a little more heavy duty jacket for the winter time. My umbrella, which I've used on the AT, I like that. This is the Froggy Tog umbrella. It's got almost a 40-inch diameter, 39 point something, I believe, and $9.95, I believe, at Walmart. It's a throwaway. This thing's been, I've had this 3 years now. It works fine. I have no problem. I did spray the outside with silicone water repellent just to make sure, I do that once a year anyway, just to give it a fresh coat for water repellent. But that works really good in moderate to moderate rain. You don't even have to wear your poncho. You just use the umbrella. Now, when you get into camp, when I set up my hammock, I open up the umbrella, put it on the ground, and then I can empty out my whole pack. It goes inside the umbrella, inverted upside down, and it keeps me from having to put stuff on the ground and possibly, having ticks walk on it or get contaminated in the mud. So this works out dual. You can use that dual, in camp. If you're going to be walking fields, especially you get, Virginia, you get into Massachusetts, the Berkshires, you're going to be walking in those fields and the sun's beating down, and it's nice to have an umbrella so you'll have shade over you, keep that sun off of you. So that works out. And these only come in at 9 ounces. This is not too bad either. But that's multi-use. I use that a lot, my umbrella. This time, I wouldn't bring it dead of winter, no. But this time of year I do. Now over here in this pocket I have, this is my water filtration. Sawyer with a 2-liter Evernew bag. I have my my backflow pump in here, and I also have a cut-off smart water bottle that I use as a scoop to fill my Evernew bag. Okay, this is just a rag, quick drying. Wipe your forehead or whatever when you're traveling. And what I did on this pack is I added. You can have them, put them on, but you just add some. There are tie-outs, I forget what they call them, mollies, all along here on both sides. Even up here, there are mollies all down through here. So I have all these little bungees. I put my water bottles here. I can put a water bottle over here, which go on your shoulders. They'll be on your front shoulders. I try to keep the weight off the back of the pack. And that works okay. Then I also have my 2 water bottles on my trekking pole, so I can carry a little under 4 liters. I think the water bottles I use are the Gatorades. They're 3/4 of a liter, and I like them on my poles. I've been doing that for years too. That works out really good. Keeps the weight off. What else do we have on here? I've added these here. Now this particular pack, I have a single strap that comes over, that secures everything. I also add bungees. Let me turn this around. I also add bungees here, little loops that come over the top. That come over the top, and then they hook down here to this carabiner, like so. Okay? So I can put my chair, I'll probably take my chair. That's one of the luxury items that I take. It's the Heliox Zero. It comes in at 15 ounces. But it's 10 inch, it has little legs, 10 inches off the ground. I'm tired of sitting on the ground and rocks and walls. Oh, we just had a timeout, I guess. So, so yes, I take the chair. That's my luxury item. So that's what this here bungee. And I can put my shirt, I can put a jacket underneath here. And I have, whenever you hang anything off your pack, it needs to have 2 secure points. I found so much gear on the trail. People, you know, they're hiking along and stuff will fall and they don't even know it until they get to the camp at the end of the day. So if I have socks on here, I will use a safety pin and I'll have it behind one of my bungees. If I have a shirt or a jacket, it goes underneath a bungee and it goes underneath two sets of bungees. And I also add another 2 sets of bungees that go right around this whole pack. See? I run them right in here. I have an orange one here, and then I also added a black one. It's just something I do. And again, if I hang a jacket back here, if I hang a shirt or anything to dry, I have 2 bungees to hold my objects on the backpack. In case one fails, I have a secondary mechanism here to hold or secure whatever I'm looking to carry. Okay, so that's always important too. If you don't want to lose any gear. What else do we have on here that I've done to this pack? Obviously, we have the. I love these pouches. You can use them one hand, no problems, and they're huge. They're huge. Look at my hand, and look at the size of the pack. So in here I have all my electronics on one side. I'll go into this later on another video here. This one here is just showing you the pack on the outside. And later on I will go inside and show you what I have on the inside of this pack. All right, so again, 22 pounds, 22 and a half pounds is my base weight. I've tried everything to get it down lower. I can't. So that's what I have to live with. And that's acceptable. Years ago, my base weight used to be 32 pounds. So I feel really good about 22. All right, folks. Later. Okay, folks. We're going to do a pack explosion today. Show you what's inside here. I didn't show you earlier, but this is my Z-Pack chest strap, which goes right on the front. Hooks to my shoulder straps. Highly recommend this here pouch. You put all your snacks in here. You can put your camera, put your phone, put your map. Really, really, really comes in handy. I really like it. So highly recommend the Z-Pack. Z-Pack, I think they call it the 4-in-1 pouch. Okay, so. And on here I always have my whistle, and I use this occasionally if I have to get somebody that's further up the trail. Give a couple of toots, they know to stop. Sound will travel better here than you yelling. And then I also have my temperature. Get these at Walmart. This comes in handy. I like to know roughly what the temperatures are on the trail. Just something I like to do. Very light. This battery's lasted 2 seasons now. They take the little round 3023 watch battery. You can get them anywhere. I usually carry one spare in my pack anyway. So yeah, that's all that's on here. And this is my little portable tripod with the camera mount. And now when this is on my chest, I have my phone right up here, and I do a lot of videoing while I'm walking. It stays right here, and I can see the screen, and it works out very well. So, highly recommend this. And there are little tabs along the side here that you can add those little bungees, and you can attach things to both sides on these here little mollies that they have. So, highly recommend this here. Okay, we're going to get into the side pocket right here. This would be my right side, and this is where I put my some of my electronics, things that I need during the day on the trail. So my spot, I used to have a spot. I do not, now I have the inReach. The inReach is I think a way couple of steps above the Spot. Plus, it's cheaper per month to use this. My monthly bill on the InReach with tax is $12.70 a month. That gives me 3 unlimited pre-programmed messages that I can send out. If I want to send out 200 of those in a day, it doesn't cost me any more. The first message just tells my wife, I'm leaving camp and I'll get back to you later. The second one is, I'm just notifying you of my position. Everything is okay. I'll get back to you later. I use that if I am traversing, a cliff somewhere that's a little sketchy. I will always give her my last update. I just hit a button and it sends it off email. I don't need it. Works off satellite. This works off the Russian satellites and the U.S. satellites. And then my third pre-program, there's a button on here to pick 1, 2, or 3. And the third one says, I'm at camp. I'm not going to be moving for the rest of the day. I will notify you when I'm on the move again. So that one I usually hit when I hit town and I'm there, or I hit a camp wherever I am, stealth camping, or at a camp area or a shelter. I hit that one at the end of the day. And this works really good. I mean, typically 5 to 10 seconds, I'll get a notification that the message went through. The Spot, sometimes 50% of the time it would go through. The other 50% of the time it never went through. I was unhappy with the Spot for 2 reasons. It has a weaker transmitter, and it's more expensive. That was running me like 15 and change, $16 a month to run that one. That also had some pre-programmed messages, actually that one had 4 messages that you could program. But this one I can email back and forth. I can have a conversation with my wife. It's 10 cents a message. I can get weather wherever I am. This will give me the weather for 10 cents. It used to be free, but now they charge you a message, which is 10 cents. This will leave me a breadcrumb. Now, there are 2 ways of doing that. You can either have a breadcrumb that it will send back to the satellite and it will put it on the internet or on a Google map that whoever I have listed to receive my messages can actually follow the breadcrumb wherever I'm going. Or you can disable that one. You can do right on the phone, and I just have it activated with my cell phone so that my cell phone will record my breadcrumb for free. That's no additional charge. Which I do a lot, because that way if I make a wrong turn, I can get myself back to the trail. And that's usually just if you're doing a lot of bushwhacking. If you're on the AT, the Long Trail, the Pacific Crest Trail, you don't really need to do a breadcrumb. You can do it for family and friends if you want, but you don't really need it. So anyway, I have this, and this now goes in my pocket, because I have found I usually leave it in my pack, and if I got to go off trail to do a dump or whatever reason, and something happens, I'm stuck out there, because this is back with my pack somewhere. So now on, when I leave, this goes in my pocket. This is with me on my person at all times. So that's something new I'm going to be doing now. But anyway, that's that. So that's in that pocket. In here, I have my headlamp. This is a new headlamp. This is the Pixel Arc. This is the one that you can charge with a USB cable. It's 350 looms. It has 4 settings, and it has a couple of red settings. And I also have a spare battery in here for it. Where did that go? Here it is right here. This is the little battery. And you can, where is it? Here's a little port right there. You can charge it. I carry a charge cell with me. So these, between the 2 of these, that'll get me, if I have to do any night hiking, this will work. And then also, this will take AAA battery or AA batteries, 3 of them, which I carry. I carry a set of those also. So that's my headlamp setup. Other things that I carry in here are the batteries. I carry a real light 3-inch blade here. I carry my pen to write notes or to mark things. I have my Luca tape, and then I have some regular red tape if I need to mark a trail or something. I can mark a trail here if I need to get out. I have my little compass, and I also have a Pexel headlamp that I use in my hammock or around camp. You can't hike with these, but they only weigh like 2 ounces, and they're great because it saves the battery on my other one. You can just hang this anywhere. This goes over your head. Nice little. Let's see if I can get this thing to work here. There it goes. It's got a strobe light. It's got the red light. And it has there's the bright light right there. So yeah, nice little headlamp. Saves again on the other. So that's all I have in here. Oh, wait a minute. I have surveyor tape, flagging tape, and then I have another real light knife. This has scissors on it, file, toenail clipper. So that's just another knife that I carry. On the other side of my pouch is basically head net, foot powder. When I stop, I like to put foot powder on my feet, help keep them dry and lubricated. My ibuprofen bottle, I keep that handy. A couple of first aid items that I do keep up here. I have a first aid kit inside by EpiPens. I'm allergic to bee stings, so I got to carry all that stuff. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to get off the trail. But this here, a lot of people get cuts, they fall, they get scrapes. So I have a small tube of cream, antibiotic cream. I keep that handy so I don't have to go into my pack. What else do I have here? My lemon bug spray, and then I also have the heavy duty DEET. This time of year they are out there. This is a frog sunscreen for my nose and ears, back of my neck, Tums, keep those handy. And then on this particular trip, because it's New York, it's Vermont, it's going to be really buggy. I also have a backup 40 DEET for my legs, because if I'm going to be wearing shorts, I don't want the ticks in there crawling up my legs. So I have 40 DEET there. Earplugs, got to have them, even if you're not in the shelter. I'm not a shelter person, but just nature sometimes will keep you awake at night. The frogs, birds, rivers, they'll keep you awake. So you got to have earplugs. So I have a pair of those. I have tweezers here for the ticks. Ticks are a big problem this year. Real big problem. Every time I go out, we get ticks, or the dog does. I have everything sprayed with Promethean. My pack is all sprayed. All my clothes are sprayed. Doing the best I can with that. Safety pins. So if you're putting anything on the back of your pack, use safety pins here too, and also that will take care of you. Heat it up or sterilize it. You can pop your blisters with these too, so you need that. And then a small toe clipper right here. So that's all I carry on the pouch. That's it for this video, because it's going to time out on me. I don't want to make it too long. I will do another one shortly here, and we will go inside the pack and show you what I have in there. Okay?